And the question that comes up, he's 24-0, Martinez is, but is he ready for this stage yet? Looking at his resume, well, he certainly seems to think he's ready, and we shall see if he can come down here and take the title away.
A step up for him, there's no question about it. Comes in off a high, and Donaire pointed it out, because he got a first-round knockout victory over Victor Proa, who was an undefeated fighter.
When he came to the Philippines in the first couple of days, he was dropping so much weight, he got concerned because of the humidity. He lost 2 pounds. He was already down, so he had to start monitoring what was going on.
Yeah, he was very concerned about it.
With the right hand, and the crowd reacts as Martinez is going backwards. Donaire's trying to take care of business. They had a little Texas two-step there, going across the middle of the ring. Don't blink, folks.
Martinez made the point to us, if I can take his punch, it's going to be a very difficult night for Donaire. But even he had to say, that's the question. Donaire is a very powerful puncher, and always
oh, the left hook on the chin, and down goes Martinez. He's shaking it off. Did we mention the left hook? Bewilderment on the face of Martinez. Going back to the left hand again is Donaire. Young fighter has to suck it up and find a way to survive.
Just because he'll put himself in the harm's way of a
got hit again. Got him. Down goes Martinez for a second time. Telling his corner, I'm all right. But boy, the power of Donaire quickly becomes evident. And you can bet they're listening for the bell over here in Martinez corner.
He said, if I can take Donaire's power, it'll be a long night for Donaire, but so far he has not been able to take his power.
And he had 2 knockdowns, obviously, what, 7 rounds the first round. So we'll see if Martinez can react with the power.
He had some moments where he won the fight handily and won a TKO in the 6th round. There were just moments where he looked a smidge slower. But the problem is
the left hand again.
There's the power of Donaire, and that's my point. The power of Donaire is the equalizer. He can hurt anybody at these weight classes.
He's trying to finish it early, Al. As again the left hand. Martinez gets hit with the right. Martinez is just staggered. He's in big trouble. He's trying to stay away. Donaire wanting to put on a show on a Sunday morning here in the Philippines. The left hand, down goes Martinez again. Madrowski may have a decision to make if this continues.
Martinez has not been able to land that one big punch to push Donaire off him.
Down to the body goes Donaire. Martinez surviving so far.
Nice right hand by Martinez.
There's the left hand again. It's so powerful, Al. It just staggers him every time he even slightly lands it. It just gets him completely off kilter. Now he's trying to come back with a jab and show a little speed. Good right hand, though.
Found an overhand right, and he has landed it against Donaire because Donaire is throwing all caution to the wind. Look at right there. Donaire squared himself up just to throw that right hand.
Another hard punch at the end of round 2. Martinez wobbling back. From here at the Nonito Coliseum. And Donaire was a right hand over the top. Really throwing caution to the wind, wanting to take Martinez out.
Absorbing these monstrous punches. We said he's been down 3 times, but he is hanging in there in this play. Donaire is, it's all about keeping his distance, keeping his balance, and landing those big shots from long range. Ryan Valoria with a dramatic win over. Yeah, he's trying to use his technique and his combination.
Biometrics, huh?
Yep.
Okay. I like the way he's turned into the boxer here, showing his speed and combinations.
You know, he realized he wasn't getting Martinez out of there, so he was taking those risks. So now you have to retrench and say, okay.
Ya, chinga su madre, vamos, moviendo. Ya te, Donaire ya, ¿dónde vas a ir?
Pete Podgorski comes over and says he's got to show some defense and stay on his feet and be all right. You know, he's keeping an eye, obviously, on Martinez after being knocked down 3 times early in this fight.
Punch by Martinez, yet he hasn't been close enough. There he landed a good left hook.
There's the body punch out.
And Pete Podgorski did not, there's that counter left hook by Donaire. Using it there. That's part of what makes this whole deal work. And there's the left uppercut again. And again, that punch
sort of comes from about 45 degrees. Not straight. You talk about his legs, you know, and delivering and sitting down on it. There's a good right there.
That and the jab and the counter punch makes him a tough.
There's the uppercut. There's the uppercut. And the referee just ended the fight. Podgorski just didn't see Martinez doing anything at all. That's the 4th time he's been down. And what about that, Al? He just stopped it right there.
Well, you know, that was an interesting stoppage by Pete Podgorski because he didn't have a chance to really look at Martinez to decide whether it was hurt. Martinez got up right away. He had been down 3 times already, and the likelihood of him winning this fight didn't look very strong. As we look back at this is his signature punch. The left hand is just great. You know, he throws it as an uppercut, he throws it as a hook, and it is a devastating punch. And anybody in this division or a division above, when he moves up to 118, had better beware of it, because he can knock anybody down with it.
2 great guys. I couldn't emphasize that any better. These are just
Flyweight champion of the world, the Filipino Flash, Nonito Donaire.
what a great smile.